Greetings, petrolheads. Welcome back to Automation, a car company tycoon game. Today I think it's time that we revise the hatchback in the Athena lineup. Now, it may not be the most sensible car to even build, because, you know, as I said when I first created this, a luxury hatchback is sort of a strange niche, given that a hatchback is typically a small car, and people usually buy small cars because they're cheap. But if you throw in a lot of luxury, then it isn't really cheap anymore. So it's kinda a tough sell. But then again, thankfully, there are cars like the Golf GTI, which are obviously not like pure luxury cars, but they're a little bit more expensive than your average hatchback. So maybe a powerful hatchback that also has a great interior is a little bit more easy to justify if it costs, you know, not significantly more than the Golf GTI. Actually, if we just leave it like this, it already looks not that bad, I'd say. Move the side indicators down here, I guess. And then we can also give this thing maybe a different front bumper. Turn this one upside down. And just to make it look a little bit more sporty, drag a second one over the top of it, like that. A little bit newer, a little bit fresh, a little bit more sporty, of course. Then the fog lights go like that. And then on the rear, what do we really do here, man? This rear end is pretty tough to really, you know, create a unique look with. What I could do, however, is put some of these on here, and then do something similar to what we did on the SL. Move this down here. And drag these along like that. And then maybe we put on something like this. Yeah, okay. That's a new look. Different from the other, different from the old car. Now, of course, we need to advance in time. This is gonna be 1994. And so the engines need to be updated as well. Gonna clone that. And then I actually can select it, okay. It was just displaying some kind of error message. Doesn't matter though, so we go to 1994. Yeah, 1994. which is gonna take 4.5 years apparently. Okay, now that it's done, we will see what we can change. We obviously want to keep power level at least at the same pace as it is now, but we also want more efficiency. Increasing the compressor size will give us just that. We can also increase the ignition timing. 125 horsepower. Let's see what that does actually, you know, before we get any further into the engine tuning. It will make it more economical, despite the fact that it gained quite a lot of weight because there's new like entertainment and whatnot. We don't need this much cooling airflow. We can go a little bit down. That'll increase economy some more. If we go down by one more point, we can even reach 200 kilometers an hour in this thing. Power distribution actually seems to be just perfect at 50-50. Do we? Yeah, I think we do give this thing traction control, even though it is all-wheel drive. It does nothing actually, apart from adding cost, so we really don't need it. Acceleration is 9.8 seconds, which I think is slightly quicker than before. There's gonna be the HM220. Let's see, let's try it out on a quarter mile. Wait, why is this now the... Wait, that doesn't seem right. Okay, now let's go to the 120 and give it this engine. Oh, it's actually quicker. Yes, it is, because it's lighter. That's okay though. We will go back to the 220. And that's a 125 horsepower engine now. I could increase the boost just a little bit or sharpen the cam profile slightly. Or I could give it VVT. Variable valve timing would be... I mean, Honda has it at this point at 1994. It was not like it was something all new back then. Something nobody else had. Fiat actually discovered variable valve timing like way before it got commonly used. They discovered it in like the 60s or something. So theoretically, it's nothing groundbreaking at this point. So if we add this, then we gain 1 horsepower. Fantastic. If we add it on all cams, we gain 2 horsepower. Let's just sharpen the cam profile just a little bit. And 35 horsepower. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it this way. Whoa! It is now using quite a lot more fuel than before. It is also significantly quicker though. Yeah, now it's quicker. And now that it's quicker, it needs to be a little bit more economical than it is right now. So let's see what we can do in that regard. We can give it cooling. That's too high tech. We could run it on hard long life road tires. That helps ever so slightly. Yeah, gearing also helps just a tiny little bit. It's gonna have to be in the engine. Oh, the exhaust is restrictive. 138, so we could decrease this again. Also decrease the fuel mixture. Yeah, I think that's gonna be our way to success here. I'll decrease it 1 more point, then this 2. Yeah, okay, it's still using more than the first generation, but not by that much anymore. Maybe we can tweak something else. What about... Well, we're already using alloy rims, so they are lighter than steel rims, so they should make for better fuel consumption. I'm just curious, how much better would this make our economy? I would put it to equal. A little bit less cooling airflow still helps just a little bit. A little bit of longer gearing here? No? Shorter gearing doesn't help either. And what if we now take VVT? Yeah. Now it's 146 horsepower. Yeah, okay. Not too shabby. And now we need to make a replacement for the 125, which is obviously going to be the 225 with the full 2.5 liter engine. And yeah, first of all, increase the size. Then we need bigger exhaust. Then we need EVT. And then we need a bigger turbo. And the previous one had 165 horsepower. And given that this is bigger and heavier, no, not bigger, but heavier, because of more luxury, it needs more power. 173 horsepower. 176. 182. 180. 180 horsepower, lots of torque for a 4-cylinder. Also uses quite a lot of fuel now. Let's see, this is still enough torque. Yeah, that's better as far as fuel consumption goes. .1 seconds. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Brakes are fine. And a 180 horsepower hatchback in 1994 is pretty damn strong. Although once the Golf VR6 came around, it was a little bit stronger. I think like 193 horsepower, something like that, 194. Just barely under 200. And of course it didn't. And of course it used more fuel than this car, because it's a 6-cylinder. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna retune this thing a little bit. Make it rev a little bit higher. Something like 6200. And then sharpen the cam profile. 191, now we need bigger compressor. Bigger exhaust as well. 202. Let's go up to 205 if we can. Yeah, oh no. Actually, maybe we can go higher. $205. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. .7 seconds acceleration time is pretty healthy. That is 7 seconds. So what if we go with this? It doesn't need it. .5 even. That's fine. Let's go with slightly wider tires too. It accelerates worse on sports tires? Excuse me? That can't be right. $235 kilometers an hour for a hatchback like this in 1994. That's very good. Yeah, okay. 27,600 today's money. Let's give it like a plus 35. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I think with this sort of price, that again is today's money, not 1994's money. With this sort of price, it's in a similar category price-wise as the Golf GTI, maybe slightly above it, but it does offer more power, more straight-line performance, and more luxury. So I think that's a pretty good. Those are some pretty good arguments for the higher price, for the slightly higher price, and maybe people would actually buy it. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Automation. Leave a like or a comment if you did. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.